Hello everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. Tonight I have an adorable card planned, but first let's do our drawing from last week from our two Halloween luminaries. Oh, I have my names here. Let's get these all in the bag. And my usual little shake, shake, shake. And my mix, mix, mix. And I'll grab a ticket here. It's one ticket. Yes, one ticket. And we have Lonnie. Well, congratulations, Lonnie. I have these here for you. All right, everyone. Tonight, we're going to make this adorable Halloween card. Using the Bewitching stamp set. And the only stamping tonight, which by the way, I never mentioned last week, our project had no stamping whatsoever when we did the Halloween luminaries. Tonight we have very little stamping. I stamped the envelope and I stamped the inside of the card, and I stamped the stars in the four corners to mimic the DSP in the four corners on the front of the card. And in addition to the Bewitching stamp set, we will be using the coordinating hat punch. These are as a bundle or individual, of course. And we'll be using the Scottie punch for the cute little doggy. And this also is available individually or as a bundle with the Christmas Scottie stamp set. Okay, so let's get started. I have my envelope here, which I'll put aside, and basic black cardstock, which is cut at your standard 4 1/4 by 11. I have a piece of basic white for the inside that's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I have two pieces of DSP, and this here is from the Gingham Cottage DSP, which is in the current mini catalog. And this is cut at 2 by 2 1/2. And we're just going to make the corners for the card with this. And this is a great way to use up if you have scraps of paper, scraps of DSP left over. It's a good way. You can actually make these in any size. I did the 2 by 2 1/2 so that it came down longer on these sides. So just gives a little something to the card. So let's start by scoring our card base. So since this is 5, we're going to score, since this is 11, we will score it at 5 1/2. And then we're going to cut the two pieces of DSP. And with this, you're going to cut it on an angle from point to point. So you just line it up in the track of the trimmer. The glare from the light, I think it's in the track there. And then the second piece, wait, which way did I angle this? I angled this one. Which way did I angle it? Because otherwise I'm going to get it the wrong way, that way. So this one now we have to cut on the opposite angle. So just line that up in the track. And that is it for the DSP. And now it is just the card assembly. So you fold on your score line, and of course you use your bone folder to get a nice crease. And then we adhere the DSP. Now when I made the card, when I made the sample, I adhered it when it was folded. Tonight I'm going to try it open. It's always difficult working with the basic black because it is hard to see the fold. So I'm just going to place my pieces on here first. Now the reason I cut these in opposite directions was because it's not square. So if I had cut both of these in the same direction, I wouldn't have 4 pieces with the long sides this way. I'd have 2 that went that way. So when you have an odd shape, you have to cut in opposite directions. I hope that's not confusing. And this just makes a nice frame on the front of the card. Just a little something different than when we usually put a matte layer down. And we're just going to add some Tombow here. And remember, not a lot because we don't want it to seep out on the sides. You just want to have enough so it will hold your paper down. And let me see with this fold here. It is always difficult to work with the dark colors, at least for my old eyes. Okay, that looks good. Now we'll get the next piece up on the top, and then the bottom ones are much easier to adhere. Again, you don't want to have a lot of the glue on here because you don't want it seeping out. Right, Carol? Now, I've done this a lot with the DSP, cutting it in different sizes and then angling it. I've done, oh, see, I got a little bit on the edge here. A little bit came out already. It also makes a nice embellishment for the inside of the card. Just put it up in the 2 corners. Because, you know, we hate to waste our Stampin' Up! Products, so it is a good way to use up your small leftover pieces. Okay, that looks good. And then next we need to punch out our cute little Scottie and our witch's hat. So I have a scrap here of the DSP. It is the opposite side of what we're using for the front of the card. This is the opposite side that we're going to use for our Scottie. And it does punch the bow out at the same time, but I'm not going to be using the bow for him. And we also punch out our witch's hat. And with this, it punches out the hat, the band here, which we will not be using because we're going to use the washi tape. And it punches out the 3 stars. And I did use those as embellishments for the front of the card. I just have to watch that they don't go flying when I punch. Okay, they are here. So this would be like the band on the hat, but we're not going to use that. But I want to keep those 3 stars. And the washi tape, we're going to use the black. This comes in the 4-pack. It comes with black, purple, orange, and green. I'm just going to run it right along here. Now you could also have stamped the hat first and then punched it out, but I'm going for quick and easy for our Facebooks here. And you just trim the edges of the washi tape. And then we need to use dimensionals because we're popping up our cute little Scottie and the hat. So up here on the top of the hat, I will put a mini dimensional. And then for his tail, I'm just going to cut a strip here and put that on right there. Okay, and then I think for the rest of it, we can use the large dimensionals. I keep pulling the top off instead of the whole dimensional. Maybe for the bottom there, I'll cut a strip here. Let me see. We do have to use them all up. We don't want to waste any, right? We'll just run that along the bottom of the hat. And we'll add 2 in here. Okay, good. And now just pull off the backings. This one got stuck on there. Okay. Sometimes it's quicker just to pull them with my nails, so I like to use the tweezers. And one more. And then just want to get the placement here. And then just get his hat on him. Oh, how cute. And I used glue dots for the stars. But I did roll them up a little bit, especially for the smallest star. I just rolled them a little and then stuck them on the back here. I first was going to color some pearls and use for embellishments, and then I thought, why waste the stars that punch out with the hat? And they are cute. Looks like stars on a dark night. Just have to roll this last one a little bit more because this star is very small. All right, and then to finish our Scottie off, we're going to give him an eye. So I use the black blend, and I just colored one of the pearls. And yes, we do have the matte black dots, but I thought they looked too big for his eye. And then we just have the inside and the envelope left. So I'm using the stars. Why isn't that in the middle of the stamp and the block? So I'm using the stars from the Bewitching set and Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And just went around to the 4 corners. Didn't really worry how far in I was stamping it or anything. And then I did the corner on the envelope, and then I also did the flap, and I did a group. Ooh, push too hard. I'll make another envelope. I don't have any out handy here. And I just put them on the 2 corners on the back of the flap. That's something you have to be careful with when you're using rubber stamps because they're already cushioned below the rubber. And then I always stamp on a mat underneath my grid paper. So sometimes you just have a little too much give between the foam with the rubber stamp and the foam mat. So you do have to be careful with rubber stamps with that. And then we just need to adhere this to the inside of the card. Oh, am I running out of Tombow? Oh, okay. I do have a new one handy. I should have opened it beforehand. Yep, a lot came out. I didn't expect that. Let me see. I am going to wipe a little bit of this off because too much came out of that new one. Okay, and then just center it on the inside of the card. And that, my crafty friends, is our cute Scottie Bewitching card. Okay, everyone, so tell me what you think. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about tonight's card. Oh, I got some Harry hair there. Harry hair everywhere. Let me know if you have any of these sets yet. Either the Christmas Scottie or the Bewitching. Let me know if you thought to mix the Christmas and the Halloween sets together for a card. I just think the Scottie is so, so cute. And with that little witch's hat on, adorable. Okay, so leave me your comments. If you just even want to just say hello, I love to read your comments. And you want to make sure you get entered into the drawing for these 2 cards for next week. Okay, and if you make anything with either of these sets, the Christmas Scottie or the Bewitching, send me a picture. Show me what you made. I was quite happy to see Judy made one of the luminaries already. She sent me a picture the other night, and she made a Christmas luminary. So if you make any of those, send me a picture also. You know I'd love to feature you in my Share What You Stamp each month. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you back here next Wednesday, 7 o'clock, and we will be making another Halloween project or card. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully whatever I come up with, you will like. Okay, everyone, have a great and crafty week. Bye.